I'm in Murcia, Spain, at the University of Murcia, in front of the Faculty of Chemistry, where they have the world's biggest periodic table. This world-famous site for science, it's as good a place as any to do a weekly update. So the past week biking through Spain has been significantly more difficult than I planned. A number of setbacks and challenges. So it taught me a lot. I guess taught me resilience, or to try and keep a smile on my face despite everything that could go wrong. Pretty much right from when I set out from Seville, things weren't going well. Strong headwinds. The roads I tried to take to avoid busy highways were really slow, rough gravel roads. I had a cold that was just taking my energy and sort of ruining my mood. I almost, like an hour or two into that, almost changed my mind to bike straight to Granada rather than going to Tarifa, the furthest south point in Europe.
I'm at Ponte Tarifa, Spain, the southernmost point in Europe, at the end of the road, going furthest to the south. I was really hoping to get a couple of nice pictures or a video of the sunrise over Africa, but as you can see, it's kind of too cloudy for any of that to happen. Still, great to be here. Looking forward to a whole continent in front of me. A lot of road to go, well, less than in Canada. Yeah, bit of a tough couple of days getting here with really strong winds. As you could probably hear, I've got a cold that's been taking a lot of energy out of me. And the most recent hassle yesterday broke my rear gear changer on my bike, so I've been dealing with this wind in the hills with my 3 front gears. Of course, that happens on a Saturday afternoon when everything's closed until Monday morning in Spain. So yeah, not without a couple of challenges, but that's part of life, facing challenges with a smile. See, I'm still smiling.
So I start biking down the road, and I'm disappointed to find out that along the coast all the way to Malaga, there's no continuous road other than an expressway. Well, there's actually 2 expressways parallel to each other, about 1 kilometer apart. The distance varies a little bit. The one lower down closer to the coast isn't actually forbidden for bikes, and the first long stretch of it was okay-ish. The one further up is like a proper expressway where there's like no bike signs and stuff, but the shoulder is actually wider, so it would have been safer to take that one. If I needed to go back and bike that stretch again, which I certainly hope I never have to in my life, then I'd probably take that upper expressway that's forbidden. Anyways, from being behind schedule, not hack, still getting over a cold, I just wanted to get out of there. So I go to the bus station in Marbella, 100 kilometers down the road from Tarifa. No luck Sunday night getting a bus, so I end up staying in town. Decide to try my luck on the road. Decide to trust Google Maps when it indicates something by the beach, about 10 kilometers outside of Marbella. So I go on this awful expressway again till I get to this path along a beach. It was nice for about 1 kilometer, and then just like dead ends with sand. And Google Maps just says, yeah, like go through the sand, that's fine.
Hey, I'm between Marbella and Malaga, and just making a note to my future self, and perhaps telling anyone else who might consider biking here, don't. It sucks. Not really a safe place to ride a bike. Trying to avoid that, ended up on like this other side of a barrier, not big enough for the bike getting off to push through like small areas with lots of broken glass and stuff. Overall, thoroughly unpleasant place. So yeah, never try and bike here.
That wasn't working, so I went back to Marbella, exhausted, defeated, took a bus up to Granada, got new bike parts, had delayed my meeting, met great people at the Parque de Ciencias, met Miguel Cabrazera at the University. Left Granada about 3 in the afternoon, biked until it got dark. It's pretty mountainous, so got less than 100 kilometers, well, about 100 kilometers. The next day had 220 left to Murcia through mountains. Huge day, my biggest stage going through mountains, and I'm glad I made it. It wasn't without a couple more hiccups from Google Maps. I again, same problem, and I think that's a problem like most places in Spain. They just don't have that many normal roads in some places. They just have expressways. And so in the mountains, there's an expressway, and there's sometimes some other roads. So I try and take these other roads. No kidding, Google Maps sent me into a river. I took it because I was looking at it, and I was like, this can't be right. And yes, the path goes like knee deep in water, absolutely ridiculous. Highway. Eventually, there were like regular roads, and it was nice going from there. Made it here on time for this morning, meeting Professor Rafael Garcia Molina and his Física recreational physics lab. Great group of students, great professor, amazing place to be. So thanks again. Now looking forward to the route to Valencia. Hopefully things will be a little bit calmer. Now it's not raining and not so windy anymore. It's been a challenging, I guess, start or challenging second leg to the trip. But that's how things go sometimes. Hopefully I learned a lot from it and come out of this stronger. Thanks for watching.
Palabra que empieza y que se acaba, que se bebe y se termina, que corre despacio y que pasa deprisa. Tiempo es una palabra que se entiende y que se apaga, ni se tiene ni se atrapa, no se gira ni se para. Tiempo no se detiene, ni se compra ni se vende, no se coge ni se agarra, se le odia y se le quiere. Tiempo no se le habla, ni se escucha, ni se calla, pasa y nunca se repite, ni se duerme y nunca engaña. Tiempo para entender, para jugar, para querer. Tiempo para aprender, para pensar, para saber. Para entender, para jugar, para sopla el tiempo. Curioso elemento el tiempo. El tiempo sopla cuando sopla el viento. El tiempo ladra cuando ladra el perro. El tiempo ríe si tú estás riendo. Curioso elemento el tiempo.
Another really cool thing about this giant periodic table of elements is it was only made a year and a half ago, and so it's got all of the elements that have been discovered to date up to element 118. And it was cool because just like 2 weeks ago I was in Dubna at the Joint Institute of Nuclear Research, where they've discovered 10 of the last, I think, 11 elements discovered. Anyways, it's mainly them who are looking for these super heavy elements, so they explained how they're doing it. And a number of the last row of elements up to 118 are named after Dubna and the people working there. For example, Dubnium 105, Flerovium 114, Moscovium 115 because it's in Moscow region, Oganesson 118. So pretty cool. Thanks again to everyone who's welcomed me on these travels. Subscribe if you want to see more videos of more people I meet, and check out my other videos. Thanks for watching.